Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about what I normally eat for breakfast. In one of my previous videos I explained that I was recently diagnosed with food allergies. So today I'm going to be talking about what I normally eat for breakfast. So the products I'm going to be sharing with you today, I will let you know what kind of ingredients they have. Most of the stuff I have is gluten, dairy, corn, soy, egg, and a bunch of other stuff free. So I will leave ingredients lists for you guys. I will let you know what brands. So the products I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, I'm going to let you know my honest opinion on them, my first impressions, like how often I eat them, the different ingredients that are in them, if they're vegan, gluten-free. Like most of the stuff I eat has to be gluten-free and dairy-free. So yeah, I'm excited to show you what I use. So the first product today I'm going to be talking about is this brand, Kashi. These are their gluten-free waffles, and these are the cinnamon flavored ones. So these are freezer pack. I've never had trouble with getting them, you know, warm and fluffy and like a regular homemade waffle pretty much. But these are one of the first brands that I found after I was diagnosed with food allergies and I had to go on a search for them. So these are gluten-free and vegan. The main ingredient is oats, flaxseed, canola oil, and like leavening stuff, so like baking soda and all that jazz. So I'll leave a picture of the ingredients list for you guys to look at. I've been eating these for almost 2 years, and like the cinnamon ones are my favorite because they do have a little bit more of a sweetness to them. So I personally really like these. The flavor's really good. The texture's really crunchy and crispy. I love gluten-free items that can be filling as well because most gluten-free bread is made out of either oats or rice or beans. I eat a lot of weird things, but hey, as long as they taste good, right? So yeah, these are one of my favorites. I usually just eat these plain with either some maple syrup, or the other day I got a little bit creative and I did like kind of like a take on a PB&J, but I used sunflower butter and blackberry jam. But these are really delicious. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Yeah. So the second item I'm going to be talking about are a take on hash browns. They are O'Brien hash browns, so basically diced potatoes and diced bell peppers and onions. The brand I get is First Street, and it's the grocery store that's right next to me. It's the closest. This is like honestly a great price. These are only $2.50. I usually get like 3 or 4 bags at a time because I eat these almost every morning, and my boyfriend usually always wants a little bit too. So, and these are super simple, super easy to make. It's literally just chopped potatoes, onions, bell peppers, and it contains 2% of dextrose, sodium acid, I can't say that word. But yeah, I mean, these are just generally pretty healthy. They're really tasty. I cook them up with a little bit of olive oil. So yeah, I mean, these usually only take about 10 to 12 minutes to cook, and I'll eat these with like maybe 1 waffle and some bacon. Bacon, I don't have a specific product that I like as long as it doesn't have wheat proteins or corn proteins or soy sauce or like anything like that. It's got to be pretty like clean cut bacon, and I'll cook that in the oven or on the stove usually with all the other things to make a little bit of a meal. But that's one of my second favorite products that I really love. Now the third item I'm going to be talking about are these gluten-free bagels. And it's the Canyon Bakehouse. These are just the plain ones, 100% whole grain. They are dairy, soy, and nut free, and corn free, because I can't have that. They do have egg whites in them, which I'm not supposed to have, but I'll only ever eat half of 1 bagel at a time and like pray that I'm okay. I won't die, but I am really highly sensitive to all the foods that I'm allergic to, so I won't feel great, but I'll eat this if I know I'm not going anywhere for a few hours. Now with those bagels, what I usually use for cream cheese is the Kite brand. This is made with almond milk. Obviously it's dairy free. It does contain almonds, which I'm slightly sensitive to almonds, but like I said, I won't die. So this mixed with the bagel sometimes will give me a little bit of a reaction, but I'm fine with that. Sometimes, not all the time. You know, I just miss regular food. I'm sure you guys understand. Anyway, so yeah, I really like this. The taste is spot on. It tastes almost exactly the same as like, I don't even remember the brand of like the main cream cheese, like Philadelphia or something. Yeah, this is the chive one and it tastes just as creamy. It smells good. If I could eat hot Cheetos, oof, I would just, yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go put some of this stuff back in the fridge because it's 95 degrees today and like, I don't want this to melt. So I'm allergic to coffee. I can't have it at all in any form. And yes, it's heartbreaking, but it's been almost 2 years and I've gotten used to it. So one of the best things that I found as an alternative would be this Matcha Japanese green tea powder. I get the brand Matcha Love. I'm obsessed with this. This is about, I usually always get it on sale, so it's about $12 for the bag, but it lasts me like, I don't drink this every day, but it does last me a couple weeks, you know, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So what I usually do, this is a powder, so I scoop a couple tablespoons and I mix it in with either milk or lemonade, and it tastes great with both. So the milk I normally use when I mix that together is not the specific brand all the time, but I do use an oat milk. And I usually always get the one that's vanilla flavored because I love sweet drinks. So I'll do a little mix of the matcha with this, and I swear I tried figuring out how much caffeine is in that matcha because it doesn't say. Usually it'll be like, oh, 1 tablespoon equals 40 milligrams of caffeine. So I tried Googling it. I looked up like 4 different websites, couldn't figure it out. So I assume that 1 tablespoon of that equals maybe 30 to 40 milligrams of caffeine. So on a normal drink that's about 12 to 16 ounces, I'll do 2 tablespoons of that with, you know, however many ounces of that milk. Shake it up, pour it over a little bit of ice, and it is amazing. One other thing that I'll do is I'll mix that with lemonade, just any brand really, as long as it doesn't have corn syrup in it. And I'll do the same mixture, you know, 12 to 16 ounces of lemonade with a couple scoops of that. Shake it up, pour it over some ice, and it is so good. It's like the perfect combination of like sweet and tart. It's amazing. One other way that I'll use this powder is sometimes I'll mix it into a fruit smoothie, which to be honest, I'm probably gonna make right now because like I said, it's so hot today. I swear I am sweating my face off, so I apologize. Let's just not talk about that right now. Another drink that I like for the more cold months of the year is Yerba Mate, specifically the Guayaki brand. This is my favorite brand. One of these bags contains 40 milligrams of caffeine, which is why I assumed kind of like a similar amount to the matcha. So I'll brew these with 2 bags, gives it a little bit of a stronger flavor. I'll add maybe 1 scoop of sugar, like 1 tablespoon of sugar, because I used to always put sweetener in my coffee, and so if I drink something bitter, you know, I just haven't quite acquired that taste, like that adult taste, you know? So I'll add a little bit of sugar to this with a little bit of honey, and it is so tasty. It kind of is similar to a green tea, if you are familiar with that. It's really, really tasty. It's kind of filling. It doesn't have any protein, but I feel like it keeps me full for like maybe an hour. So sometimes in the morning, I'll drink a few of these before I go to work, and it'll keep me full for like a little bit until, you know, I can get some snacks in me. So that is pretty much it for breakfast items that I eat on a pretty regular basis. I really wish I could have eggs. I used to make omelets with lots of vegetables in them, but I can't have egg whites, and it's too much of a hassle for me to try to separate like the egg whites from the yolks and then do that whole thing. I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. Like, that's why I'm so stoked on those potatoes, because I like the ones that are like pretty diced up, but I really, really like the ones that I showed you, the O'Brien potatoes, because they are thicker and they come with vegetables already pre-chopped in them. And I guess I could do it myself, but you know what? Sometimes you just want to wake up and eat right away and not have to spend half an hour prepping food. That's fine. It's fine. Like, I love doing that too, but there are days, you know, like I said, where I'm a little busy. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite products that I like to eat for my diet specifically. No dairy, no corn, no soy, no wheat. I can't have eggs. I can't have nuts, really. I can have maybe like 2 different nuts. I can have sunflower seeds and pistachios, which thankfully are 2 of my favorite nuts. So I'm stoked on that, but you know, I can't have all the other ones, so whatever. But I hope that helps some of you guys out if you've never heard of these products before. Hopefully you can try them and tell me what you think. But thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for hanging with Han. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all in my next video.